Hi traders, welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from The Currency, and as you can see we have a new design, new logo, and also a new website. So I hope that you are enjoying that, and of course if you do see any errors, please let us know. We would certainly appreciate that. Alright, and here is also a special deal, of course, Black Friday. You can see special offers from us for another 1.5 days. As you can see here, if you scroll down, what is on sale: ECS Live 2020, ECS Bundle, CAMACD Core, and CAMACD Full. Big discounts, as you can see, up to 60% here, anywhere around 40, 47, 52, 60, 30%. So this is the time to grab those special deals, I would say. Check out this link. I'll add that link in the bottom of the description below this video. Alright, now on to the analysis. This is euro dollar, and in October we had a bullish candle. November has been bearish and closed bearish, and therefore I'm leaning towards a continuation in December to retest the previous lows, but that could also easily be a bouncing spot. So something like that for the moment based on these monthly candles. Certainly still in a downtrend channel, but you know the volatility or the movement here very slow and choppy at this moment. Weekly, we see 2, 4, 6, 7th candle not breaking this low, so that also indicates a higher chance that price will bounce rather than break. And as you can see, that could indicate a larger reversal or at least some correction for the moment. So that's a time pattern basically on the weekly chart. There's also a head and shoulders level here around 109.50, for instance, that could hold it. Of course, if it does break through this bottom, then a downtrend continuation is certainly possible as well, but I really need to see price break through that bottom. If there is a bigger bullish bounce, I would need to see a break above this trend line for a bigger kind of confirmation of a push up towards the 144 EMA. That's the first kind of target here on the weekly chart, and of course the previous top as well, around 114. Okay, if it breaks to the bottom, then this downtrend channel is back in play, and of course then in that case price can go back to the bottom of that channel. Let's pull this down like this. Sorry about that, a little difficult, something like that, and price could go down to, well, maybe not that aggressive. Let's put the trend line like this, and could go down at least to 107.50, for instance, which would be the next support level. All right, daily chart. So on the weekly and monthly, I do think that some more downside, but then a bigger bounce is still likely. Daily chart, we had a bullish candle, although it did dip lower as we expected. This is looking bearish. Everything is aligned to the downside at this moment, and there was a second break below the 20 EMA. So I think that at this moment more downside likely towards WIS 7, but that could be here too on a daily key level for a bounce, just like the daily, the weekly and the monthly, in fact. And it could be completing some kind of correction here with this as a leading momentum, A, B, C, for instance. So the upside, I'm not sure. Let's take a look if it can retrace deeper. Bullish engulfing twins here, or break above the 21 EMA. Could be that price pushes up higher based on that towards the 144 EMA, but I think that all in all it is quickly running into resistance as far as I can see. If we put a trend line like that, the 144 EMA, the trend line, the WIS levels, the previous bottoms. So maybe a push up, but I would expect a bounce at 110.40, 110.50 for a move lower towards WIS 7 on the 4-hour chart, and maybe WIS 6 on this, sorry, WIS 7 on the daily chart and WIS 6 on this 4-hour chart. Now on the hourly chart, price goes sideways for too long, it has a slant to the downside like that, it could be a bull flag, but we need a clear break above it. Or if it then breaks that bull flag to the downside, that could also indicate that price is not going to make that deeper correction to the upside. So if it does something like this and breaks this flag, then that would indicate an immediate downside, or maybe not immediate, but soon. So this upside could be an indication of a bigger push up, but it could also easily be a spike due to profit taking at the end of November that it goes nowhere after that, and actually there's a retracement for downside. At this moment I can't really tell. It could be both, and it really depends on how price responds in this zone. I need to see the reaction first before I can make a better indication of that. Looking at the 4-hour, it's just one candle so far, so it could easily be a spike from that point of view, right? If there's a 3 candle pattern there, then it's likely not a false break. But one candle, very risky because of that chance. So still maybe more leaning towards some kind of correction like this, and then downside in fact towards that 109.40, which already indicated is a key support zone. Okay, that's it for the euro dollar. Pound dollar. Doji, very small doji, in fact, high and low extremely close to each other. Very small movement. The month before was bullish, of course, so that's still the leading factor there. From that point of view, looking more bullish from a candlestick point of view after double bottom. Although trend is obviously still down, of course. Bigger trend. Weekly chart for fifth candle is bullish, so still bulls in control of after this momentum. So that is still upside. Daily chart is looking like a bull flag after momentum, so that is also indicating we're upside. Bounces at the 21 EMA. And it is making a bull flag pattern. All right, now bull flag pattern hasn't broken yet, like that, and therefore could still maybe retest the bottom of that flag, which could be a bouncing spot, and then next time maybe there's a breakout, or maybe now, either now or next time. So looking bullish, although we don't know if the bull flag could extend lower. 4-hour chart. This looks like an ABC for W, ABC for X. This Y doesn't seem finished yet, so I would say that this is probably A, this is B. So I think C of Y of that probably wave 4, bull flags are typically wave 4, is still pending. So I still think that one more downside and then a bounce and then a breakout is more likely, and that this is still part of a wave C, and this is a B, C within that wave C probably, and we'll get a 5 wave within that C like that. All right, so this is looking, price action is looking bullish, but on the higher time frames, but this is very choppy and corrective, very rangy, and it is very close to resistance. And if we draw trend lines like that, you can see why. So I think that a bounce is likely, and a break through this support trend line could indicate at least a retest of these bottoms. And then if it breaks that bottom down to 127.70, 127.50. Okay, that's the downside. So expecting a breakthrough 129, and that could lead towards that push down to 128.25, for instance. Okay, if it breaks above resistance, I think at these trend lines at least, there's still resistance at 129.70, 130. That could still be a bouncing spot. But if it breaks above that, well then certainly the uptrend is in play. I would like to see a daily candle close above 130. Watch for a pullback back to that 130 round level, and then a bounce. That's if it breaks 130. Otherwise, 130 is still a bounce spot for more downside. But I don't think it will get that high, to be honest. I don't think, for the moment, I'm leaning more towards up and then down, and then a break of the triangle to the downside. Candlesticks below the candlestick closes below 1 hour of 1 hour and 4 hour candles below the trend line, for instance, all help, or break a bounce and a continuation. That's probably the best way of tackling that. All right, that's it for now. Check out those Black Friday special deals there of our website. And of course, feel free to check out our new website and new design. Hope that you like it. A lot of new things besides this are coming up. We put a lot of time and effort into creating this, and so we're happy about that. And of course, we gladly hear your feedback if something is not working properly. Above all, wish you good trading, wish you a great day, and see you soon. Cheers.